The luxury manufacturer Lucid aims to deliver a few hundred more of its premium Air Dream Edition vehicles by the end of this year, and the early assessments have been overwhelmingly favorable. The Wall Street Journal has called the vehicle a credible competitor to Tesla's Model S. Furthermore, Road and Track magazine said that the Air is so amazing that it should make Tesla sweat. But what if Lucid had the benefit of being the first to market, like Tesla? Would things have turned out differently? Would we be comparing the electric motors of other EV manufacturers to Lucid Motors today? In today's video, we'll discuss how much a company would be worth if it had a first-mover advantage, and how it intends to compete in the current market. Stay on top out for all the excitement as it unfolds. Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go-to channel for EV stock. Quick reminder that subscribing is free and liking the video helps YouTube suggest similar content. Comments are loved and featured in our upcoming videos. It would be an understatement to suggest that investors are confident in Lucid Motors' capacity to carry out its goal, despite the fact that the company's first vehicles are just now rolling off the manufacturing line. Its market capitalization has reached about $60 billion. The issue here is value, and experts left it up to the general people to judge if a business that has just begun delivering a few cars but has a market cap of $60 billion is a good buy or a bad one. You can see that it is pricey if you look at Ford Motor Company, which is not much above it. However, if you look at Tesla, which just surpassed the $1 trillion milestone, the LCID seems to be very undervalued in comparison to the potential it offers, despite the fact that the firm has been able to deliver on its commitments for the last 4 to 5 years. They are now increasing their portfolio in order to secure the world's biggest energy storage program. The only exception was the commencement of manufacturing for the Air, which was initially scheduled to begin in the spring, and there is a fascinating tale behind that decision, which you'll understand later in the video. Now, what if Lucid has the same first-mover advantage as Tesla? What would have happened to the firm if it hadn't had to contend with the kind of competition it does today? If we assume that the luxury manufacturer would have been in the same market capitalization position as the titan of the EV manufacturer, and it had the same first-mover advantage as Tesla, then, by computation, Lucid would have been trading at $699 per share, which would be a multiple of 18.9 of the present share price of Lucid's $37. Even though it does not have the first-mover advantage, it is still competing against the finest in the industry, Tesla. The luxury manufacturer is currently trading at 5.29% of that computed share price if it had the first-mover advantage. Nonetheless, investors are bullish on the stock. So, what do you do now, you may ask? The good news is that Lucid is still in a great place for the time being. When it comes to the quality issues they experienced with the Tesla, they are able to set themselves apart from the company. Remember that everyone moved on with the Tesla despite the fact that the car had several quality faults. This demonstrates that individuals were eager to make use of the new technologies at the time. As a result of the excessive competition in the market, where everyone has access to the same technology, now customers are increasingly seeking for differentiating factors. And what better than quality, performance, and luxury to provide that uniqueness? Former Ford CEO Alan Mulally, who was responsible for the incredible rise in Ford stock price that we saw in the early part of the previous decade, guided Lucid Group to take their time. He is on the board of directors for one of their investors, and he provides advice to the Californian manufacturer. He reached Lucid Group and advised them, look, hold up production, do an additional pre-production run, perform these additional quality checks, and so forth. And that is precisely what Lucid did. It comes down to the fact that when you are a first mover in this market, such as Tesla was back in 2011, you can produce a vehicle that isn't exactly flawless, because people are purchasing it on account of the amazing technology that's built into it. And now, the luxury manufacturer has to be the first mover in quality, performance, and efficiency. The early adopters of the EV were not concerned with whether or not the panels were aligned perfectly, whether or not there are defects in the paint or anything else. But now it's showtime for everyone, including Tesla, and the Air had to be absolutely flawless before it could leave the building. Lucid included additional safeguards in the plan to achieve this, which is why they didn't begin manufacturing until September as a result. Excellent firm with excellent management. When they initially revealed their range claims a few years ago, many scoffed at them, but then they received an EPA certification that was exactly what they had promised it would be. They're right on schedule with bringing these automobiles out of the production facility. LCID is ever rising. The stock of the electric car startup soared by as much as 47% during trading on Thursday, October 28th, a day after the company announced that the first customer deliveries of its $169,000 Air Dream Edition sedan will begin the following Saturday. Before retreating to end at $35.48, Lucid's shares touched $39.78, its highest peak since the firm went public via SPAC transaction on July 26th. When Lucid was believed to be closing an IPO agreement with blank check provider Churchill Capital Forecore in February, the price of a share was almost $65, which is still significantly higher than the current price. However, with the precision of management, it looks as if that price is also within striking distance. The conclusion. Obviously, this seems to be a virtual certainty, but it appears like Tesla may face some real competition in this area in the near future. Is that a fair evaluation of the situation? For the time being, Lucid is promoting the Air as the vehicle that you purchase after you've had a Tesla. It has a somewhat higher price tag, but it is also more luxurious, speedier, and has greater range. It seems that Tesla is keeping a close eye on Lucid by the timing of various Elon Musk announcements, like when they revealed range increases for particular automobiles and other such things. It's hardly surprising given the fact that a lot of former Tesla employees now hold prominent roles at Lucid. It's important to consider the value while making an investment decision and determine if something is too cheap or too pricey. Analysts have described it as both inexpensive and pricey at the same time. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Do you believe that LCID is undervalued or overvalued at the present? Also, do you believe that Lucid's decision to delay delivery in order to assure that there's no quality compromise on the final product worked in their favor? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment below. We recently put out a video on the catalysts to keep an eye on for LCID, in which we said that the deliveries would be one of the primary catalysts for the company to rise in value. Anbu added a comment to the video expressing that Lucid must continue to enhance their already incredible technology in order to really establish that they are a firm for the present and the future, proving that it is more than simply another automobile company. They are in fact doing just that, which is why they've renamed their company the Lucid Group rather than just Lucid Motors. That should wrap things up for today. Keep in mind that subscribing is still free and liking the video helps YouTube recognize your preferences, so go ahead and do that. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.